my name is Daniela DiIorio, and I am hanging out with some really hot ladies and talented as well, the whole package, from the digital world. I am with HLG Studios, and I'm doing this for WebVee Guide. And I would love for Saadiqa to introduce herself. So, by all means.
Okay, my name is Saadiqa Muhammad. I am originally from Chicago, Illinois, but I now currently live in North Hollywood, California. And I have my own web series that's up now called Moms, the series, and it's on S&D TV Network on YouTube.
Okay, great. And Susan?
Hey, I am Susan Miller, and I'm a writer-producer, and my other half in writing and producing of the series Anyone But Me is going to be up next. We that ran for 3 seasons, and I also created a web series called Bestsellers. And this is hopefully going to be a fun hangout. Glad to be here.
I think it'll be fun. I'm pretty sure. You guys seem pretty fun. And Tina?
I'm Tina Cesa Ward. Work with Susan Miller on Anyone But Me. Also did a mini-series called Good People in Love, and I have a new series coming out called Producing Juliet. That's premiering at Rain Dance around September 28th-ish.
Oh, wow. That's actually the head of our company, Yuri Varnovsky. That's his birthday, so that's a great day.
Oh, anything for Yuri.
I'm sure. I'll let him know. So we'll go into the first topic. It's the art of creation, and I wanted to know where you guys' ideas come from. Like, what inspires you to make the web series that you've made, and where did you first get the idea to make the different web series, and why?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, my series again is called Moms, and I am a single mom. So that's kind of where I drew from, just my experiences as a single mother in terms of raising my son and the hustle and bustle of also, being out here in LA. And also, like I said, I have a group of girlfriends. All of us are, most of my close girlfriends, we're moms, and they have husbands, and we're raising our family. And so I'm an actress. I moved out here to be an actress, and was fortunate I've been able to do a couple things, mostly commercials, and I've been in plays and independent films and things of that nature. And I just decided I always kind of wrote things, short films and written things, but I think because my sights were set on acting, I was heavily pursuing that. And then, sometimes as an actress, you're not working as much as you would like. So
tell me about it.
Yes, I was like, so let me use some of this downtime wisely. And I would have these funny encounters with my son, just in terms if I was going to school or just these interactions. And I was just like, well, let me just write something that I can relate to, and that I find, of course, other women who are moms, or even if you're not a mom, everybody has a mom, that will find relatable. And, I love shows like Modern Family. I love The Cosby Show. I know I wanted to do something that was kind of family related. I worked with children. I've always taught children. And for some reason, I wanted to do something with kids. I have all these amazing kids in my cast, which is not what you usually see. You don't see a lot of kids in web series. But I wanted to do something that was kind of based on family, these different families and how they're dealing with each other and the ups and downs of motherhood, and us trying to juggle all of these things in a comedic and lighthearted way. And so I just, of course, just drew on, my own experiences and the experience of me and my friends.
Yes, and if I may say, your son in the show, your son, has fantastic hair. Like,
oh yes, he has fabulous hair. I need to know his hair product.
It was slightly irritating that he was a boy. I got to be honest with you. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? You probably don't do anything to it.
Yes, he has the most amazing head of hair. I don't know where he gets it from.
Yeah, well, let me know his secret. That would be great. I really appreciate that. Susan, where do your ideas come from?
You know, rather than talk about specific projects, I was thinking about what you're saying. I mean, what inspires me is either, usually it has to do with some experience that is accessible, that deals with relationships, but also relationships to the larger thing of what's going on in the world as well. In other words, it has to have resonance. And I guess, you know, all of my work is different. My plays, I sort of approach some things as, okay, if I don't know if I can pull this off, that's a good thing. You know, it's got complication and humor and, you know, how I see the world. I think with Anyone But Me, which Tina would probably talk more about because she approached me with the idea of it. It was really a way to because I'm a mother also, and of course interested in young people, but also to see different generations and how they are the same in the ways of the growing up, you know, angst and so on, but how they are different in terms of what is going on in the world in their time. And that was one of the things with Anyone But Me. And in Bestsellers, which was a branded web series, they wanted me to deal with women of different generations, and I came up with the idea of women in a book club. And that was really rich because it could go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? With work,
yeah,
family, you know, the struggles of modern life, and really spoke to me and to my strengths as a writer. So it's kind of the general.
One thing I liked about Anyone But Me, that there was a line that I just I always go back to that I thought was really interesting was when, and forgive me, I'm horrible with names, so I totally do not remember her name. The girl that was in New York, that stayed back in New York. I don't remember the character's name. Aster, yes. Aster. When Aster was talking to her friend, their mutual friend in the bedroom, and she was saying, you know, it's only 30 minutes, I get it, but she has this whole other life without me. And that was so relatable on, you know, every generation that you can imagine, because, yeah, 30 minutes is 30 minutes, and when you put it down on paper, it doesn't sound like that big of a deal. But she's right. 30 minutes is, you have a whole other crowd that you hang out with that I'm not a part of, and that's a little intimidating. And I think everybody's felt that, and I thought that was something that was really relatable, and I really appreciated that. Being in a relationship with someone that is in San Francisco and I'm in Los Angeles, I totally get that, and I thought that was really cool.
Some of the fans said, well, just like you actually said, 30 minutes, come on, and it's like, wait a minute. Also, for young people, they're not on their own. You know, they can't just decide, oh, I'm going to get in the car and drive here and there. But for them, it's even more of a difficulty, more of a struggle, you know, at that time in life.
Exactly. Your heart hurts. 30 minutes is like your heart sinking in your stomach. Like, oh my God, 30 minutes. No, you can't. But yes, I'm sorry. I had to add that that little note. Tina,
yes.
What inspires you?
I don't know. I mean, it's always a hard question when people ask where did this come from, or where did that story come from, because it's hard to define, because sometimes it's just some emotion or some visual or I don't know, something. So it's very hard for me to always answer that question. But most of the time I'm just incredibly curious about things. So So there'll be things that I'm, you know, even walking down the street wondering. And so, you know, and I write about characters with emotions, and so, you know, that's kind of what I know the most is how we deal with each other, and you know, loss and dealing, you know, with all those things. So usually most of my stories have kind of that central theme of dealing with a relationship that's not working, or loss of something, or feeling alone, or something to that sort. But everything kind of inspires me. I have a lot of, as my hard drive will tell you, I have you know, tons of scripts that are just sitting there unproduced. But the one thing that's I found to be great about the web is that I've kind of decided that my stuff shouldn't just be sitting on the shelf anymore, or sitting, you know, on a hard drive, that somehow I'm just going to go and make it. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if I end up making a lot of things in 1 year, that's fine. I just don't want my stuff just sitting there not being produced anymore. So the web kind of gives us all that ability to actually get our work out there. Obviously, you have to have money to do it, which is, yeah, the big thing.
Yeah.
So that's a little tough, but you still have it. If you can find the money, you can still somehow get it out to people, and that's you know, a really fantastic thing, and that's the big reason why I kind of stick on the web and do more stuff on the web. So yeah,
it's liberating. It's really liberating to be on the web and to be able to, you know, be that character that you want to be, and work with the team that you are working with, because you don't have any kind of, you know, restrictions, like you were saying. You don't want your work sitting on there. You want to just produce and do what you want, and I get it. It makes it just is, it's liberating. You feel like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna keep doing this, and I will figure out how to get the money that I need. I think Regan and Rochelle are here.
Yes.
Hi, ladies. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Regan, Rochelle? Hello?
Hello? Can you guys hear me okay? Hi. I can't see anyone, so I have no idea who's here, but rock on. So
yes, we can hear you. Did you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Rochelle, Dancel. I'm in London, England, as close to Alabama. And I work on BJ Fletcher Private Eye with Regan, who is in Canada, and some forthcoming projects with Tina and Regan and a couple of others. So.
Fantastic. Rochelle, we were just talking about like inspiration and what inspires us to write our stories and our projects that we work on. And I think maybe the next question would actually be good for you. Do you find that the stories drive the characters, or do the characters drive the stories?
Ooh, I'd probably say a bit of both. I mean, I think I'm in a bit of a different situation from everyone else, in that I've so far worked on everyone else's shows. So I very much look after the communities that we are trying to engage with the shows, and they are definitely incredibly vocal about where they'd want certain characters to go, where they'd want them to be, and you know, I think one of the great things about having a show on the web and having such immediate access to our audiences and our fans and our critics is that there's a sort of symbiotic relationship, I think, between sort of development of characters, stories, and I won't lie, there's probably some, you know, there are sort of business decisions probably in some of the decisions we make, but those are definitely you know, negotiated very carefully. So I don't know. I mean, there's a sort of, I mean, the great thing about having a show on the web is that you almost have that there's a third writer almost. And they are the fans, and they're amazing.
That's very true. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Yeah. You have a voice.
Regan Latimer. I do the web series BJ Fletcher Private Eye, which we started back in 2008 and just wrapped up our 3rd season last year. And so just as to what Rochelle was saying, the audience absolutely becomes, I mean, that's one of the great things about the web is the interactivity of it, but we had a character come in at the very last episode of season 1 who was just going to be in that one episode, but we had such a huge response from our viewers about her that we brought her back for season 2 and 3, and she became a major character in the series.
That's awesome. Yes, I know. I actually, your show, it's funny. It's very poppy. I think is like the word that like came to my mind when I was watching it. It was like, it was so fun and like lighthearted. It was really cute and entertaining. I really enjoyed watching it. It was really fun. Are you guys going to be doing a 4th season or?
No, that project is finished. We wrapped that up with the 3rd season, which fortunately we got funded, but that was after it had been, we went on hiatus because we entered into a TV development deal, which kind of wrapped us up for like at least a year and a half, if not 2. So we had to wait in order to get all of the rights back in order to move forward. And then by that point, we really just wanted, because we left season 2 on a cliffhanger, we really just wanted to finish it off, which we did in 5 episodes.
Cool.